everybody. Hey, welcome back to the offering. I'm Jerry Corbett of J. Corbett Ministries, and again, welcome. We thank you so much for being here with us again this week, and we give God praise and glory for you. Hey, man, I thank God that you're with us, and you continue to be our support. Whether you support us through financial gifts, whether you support us through viewing or praying for us or doing all three of those or more, we thank you. I want to thank you for supporting this ministry. You are a tremendous blessing to me, and I want to be a blessing to you. So thank God that we can mutually bless each other's life and help each other move forward in the things of God. So that's what we want to do. Hey, man, we are coming now to almost the last few days of February, and we are winding this month on down, and hey man, another week almost we'll be into March. I want to take the time to say Black History Month is being observed. Let's just not make Black History these 28 days of February, but let's make Black History 365 days of the year. And I'm proud to be what I am, what God made me and purposed me to be. So, hey, man, I wouldn't have it any other way, and I pray that you wouldn't either if you stand in that category as well. But you, whatever you are, be proud of that, and we thank God for you joining us as we celebrate wonderful history of our people and our legacy, and that we always honor the presence of the ancestors that are always with us, and we give God praise. So you, your church, your community, your schools, everywhere else, I'm praying that you are celebrating a wonderful month of Black history. All right. So, hey, last week we started talking about the tips for being a good decision maker in life. We gave you five things, and we want to give you the other four today. And before we start, we want to always acknowledge the presence of God. We ask God to speak. We ask God to move through this ministry in the name of Jesus. And we ask that God blesses me with revelation and you with new insight and revelation as you live your life. Not only that, after we welcome God's presence, I welcome you to this show. And if you're here and you have not subscribed, we want you to do just that. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Then hit that little notification bell, and then go to the bottom of the screen and give us the thumbs up and like us. That helps us, and we thank God for each of you. All right. Hey, last week I gave you 5 tips, and we'll rehearse those as we move forward today. So last week when we talked about being a good decision maker in life, we gave you tips to do that. These are the 5 tips that we gave. We gave 1, don't let stress get the best of you. 2, we said give yourself some time when you make tough decisions. 3, we said weigh the pros and the cons. I hope you remember these and took some good notes. And 4, we said think about your goals and values. Don't ever set a decision, make a decision that's against your goal and against your values. All right. And then we said, 5thly, consider all the possibilities. How is this decision going to impact everything? What are the likely consequences? If I make this decision, what will it do? All right. To those around me, to the things around me, to my family, to my standing, to my status, to whatever it may be. Those are the 5 things that we gave you last week. 1, don't stress. Don't let stress get the best of you. 2, give yourself some time. 3, weigh out the pros and cons. 4, think about your goals and values as you make these decisions. And then 5, think about all the possibilities and who and what that decision is going to impact. All right. Hey, now we're ready to move forward. You ready? All right. We're going to go to number 6 and number 1 tonight. Number 6 all over, overall, and then number 1 tonight. All right. What you have to do is anytime you're going to make a decision, you need time to talk it out. Yes. See, it can be helpful if you get another person that you respect, that has done what you want to do, has been there and done that. You know, it's good to get their perspective on your issue. And if they've done something similar, they made a similar decision in life, that would be a good person to talk to. Listen, you you never get financial advice from somebody that's broke. You know what I'm saying? You never go to a mechanic and ask him to pull your tooth. You see what I'm saying? So be careful where you get these perspectives from. All right? So make sure it's a person that you first of all trust. Make sure it's a person that's been there, done that. Make sure it's a person that's making a similar decision that you want to make. All right. Ken Coleman would call it the proximity principle. In terms of being in proximity to those who are making similar decisions and choices in life. Particularly, he's a career coach. So what he would tell you is, if you are changing your career, talk to those who are doing what it is you want to do. Talk to those who already have that degree that you need, or that certification that you need. See how you can carve your path as a result of them having carved their path to a similar location and decision. All right? So talk it out with somebody. Talk it out with the pastor. Talk it out with the counselor. Talk it out with a trusted family member. Talk it out particularly with that person that's already done what it is you want to do. All right? Talk it out. Don't make the decision in a vacuum. Talk it out with somebody. All right? Then, after you talk it out, I want you to make sure you keep a written journal along the way. Keep a written journal along the way. Man, you know what? Journaling has become such a good part of my life, and I can look back into my journals in the 90s. Yeah, I still have them. And I can look back and see what decision I was making, how mature or immature I was in that decision, or how successful or unsuccessful I was in that decision. And what I want you to do is keep a running journal of everything you do. So you are going to feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, and it'll help you keep track of your feelings. All right? How am I feeling? Because feelings are real. Some people say, oh, you can disregard that. No, you can't. You can never disregard a feeling, because a feeling is real, and you have a feeling for a particular reason. All right? So, hey, man, don't ever discard your feelings. Write them down. Make sure, say, I'm nervous, or I'm stressed out, or I'm feeling depressed or down, or I'm feeling happy, or I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling sure. Write those down, and then you can go back to your pro and con and list those feelings out. You see? And then you can go back to number 5 and say, hey, here's a possibility. Here's whom this might impact. What is it that I'm doing that's going to make sure that I succeed and do the best thing that I can do? Make the best decision, the best informed decision, I should say. All right? So do that. So I've talked about 2 things so far tonight, and I want you to see those 2. 1, and number 6, talk it out. 2, and number 7, keep a journal, a written journal of all you do. All right? Now, here it is. Here is number 3 for tonight, and number 8 overall. Listen at this. Plan, listen at this, and be careful, excuse me, how you tell others. See, if you think someone may have had a bad response to your decision, think through what the reaction would likely be. If you think that they're going to have a bad reaction, oh man, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Or what are you considering that for? You already have a job. You already are working or doing, or you already have a home, or whatever it is. Anticipate what they may say, particularly family members, because sometimes family members can be your greatest encouragers, but then sometimes in their concern for you, they can be your greatest enablers. You see, there's a double-edged sword, if you will. So what you want to do is plan how you would tell your parents if they're still with you, or how you would tell your siblings, or how you would tell your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend, or how you would tell those trusted friends about this decision. Because all of us have to make tough decisions, and sometimes those decisions don't suit others well. So anticipate how you think they may react. What that does, it gives you time to strategize how you would move forward anyhow, or if their opinion really, really matters in you making this decision. All right. So what you need to do is sit down and write a list. How would mom react? How would dad react? How would my siblings, 1, 2, 3, 4 react? How would my church react? Or how would the person that I'm dating or the person I'm married to, how would they react? All right. So what I want you to know is that they can't change the decision, but what it can do, it can give you a chance to put yourselves in their shoes, and it can help you better manage your situation. All right, and help you better manage the decision that you're making, because of the simple fact it's your decision. All right, and a lot of times they're going to come at you like this: well, if it were me. And what you got to keep in the back of your mind without saying it, but it's not you, it's me. See, and you've got to always have that springboard. You got to always operate from that premise that this is my decision. And before you tell anybody, make sure you go through the other steps first. All right? Because at some point you're going to have to tell somebody. So plan out how you tell them. All right, you're going to have to tell it at some point. So plan how it is you're going to tell them, and you can be a better decision maker because you can put yourselves in their shoes, think about how they would react, and then that will give you time to prepare for the likely questions that may arise because of the way they respond to the decision that you're about to make or already have made. All right, that's good. All right, so here we are. Let's rehearse. We've gone through 3 things tonight, 8 overall. Let's go through all 8. 1, don't let stress get the best of you if you're going to be a good decision maker. 2, give yourself some time if you're going to be a good decision maker. 3, if you're going to be a good decision maker, weigh all the pros and cons. 4, if you're going to be a good decision maker, first think about your goals and your value system. 5, if you're going to be a good decision maker, consider all the impossibilities. Who is this going to impact? 6, get somebody that you trust that's done something similar and talk it out with them before you make the decision. The proximity principle, if you will, by Ken Coleman. Then keep a written journal. Keep a written journal. Then you can track your feelings. You can track your emotions. You can track your growth. You can track your responses. You can track if this is a good time, good place, a good way to make this decision. And then, 8thly, here we go, plan how you'll tell other people. Because put yourselves in their shoes for a minute. Think of a good way to manage this situation in light of how they respond. All right? Okay, good. And then here is number 4 for tonight and number 9 overall. Rethink your options. If you're up against a lot of pressure over a decision, or there are some new factors that you need to consider, look at all your options again. Go back over them again. Rethink them. You put all your options out there. Take time to rethink them. So you might decide that your original decision is still the best one. Or you may give yourselves options of changing the course correcting, if you will. All right? In making this decision. But always rethink your options. Here's the options that I have. Yeah. Rethink them before you leap. See, if a decision no longer feels right for you, hey, it's okay that you go through some other steps and figure out what's a better solution. All right? No harm, no foul. Nothing wrong about that. Everything would be right about it, as a matter of fact, because what that does, it gives you time to make a better informed decision. You might read a book, or you might read some article, or you may have an exposure after talking to somebody. You may gain some knowledge after reaching out to the person that's done similar things, all right? They may have a piece of great advice. They may give you yet something else to think about, all right? Think about in your diary, or in your journal, have I taken certain strides? Have I made a certain decision? Have I grown a certain way? Have I changed my mind? Or my mindset is different, all right? Man, and along the way, rethinking this option, read everything you can. I mean, read every book, every magazine, every article, every person that has done what you want to do. Make sure that you read every bit, all right? In making decisions, you want the best solution that's going to get you to your goal quicker, all right? And I pray that God blesses you in every decision you make, and that you be a great decision maker in life. And if you're going to be a great decision maker, you need to consider these 9 things. 1, don't let stress get the best of you. 2, give yourself some time if you're going to be a good decision maker. 3, if you're going to be a good decision maker, weigh the pros and the cons. 4, if you're going to be a good decision maker, think about your goals and your values. 5, consider all the possibilities if you're going to be a good decision maker. 6, if you're going to be a good decision maker, talk it out with somebody who's already been there, done that, and made a similar decision that you are making at this time. 7, keep a written journal of all that you go through. Write down your feelings, write down how you feel, write down what it is, what hurts, what's a growth area, what's an area of improvement. Write it all down. 8, plan how you're going to tell others so that you can give yourself time to stand in their shoes when they react, and you can prepare your rebuttal. And then, my brothers and sisters, number 9 is rethink every option, because there may be a better way to make this decision when you explore and rethink every option. All right. Hey man, this has been great. It's been fun to bring you these last 2 weeks of content. I pray that there'll be a blessing to you, and that you move along and you become a good decision maker in life. I'm Jerry Corbett of the ministry called The Offering, and I want you to know that we love you. We want you the best for you. Hey man, stay strong, stay safe, stay together, and man, please, my brothers and sisters, I can tell you from experience, get vaccinated, and you'll be better able to counter what's still out here looming in our world. In racism, in sexism, in classism. Love God, love one another, love yourself. I'll see you soon. Peace.